This is your commissioner, EA, because I got game. Week two, I just got a couple little comments right off the bat. We got Fitzpatrick on the bench. I mean, I know you're getting bad advice out there, bro, but there's some things that just need to click in your head to understand that you got one of the better quarterbacks this year's. Let me take out some gleam. Alright, alright. I don't know why it's so blurry. Again, Patrick Mahomes, Fitzpatrick led all quarterbacks. Uh, okay, here we go. Some big trades went down this week. We had trades like let me see. Wow, I'm trying to see what all these transactions are. This is insane. We literally had about 30 transactions of pickups, trades. I mean, a lot of stuff. But we got people, we got teams that are serious about this, trying to make some serious moves. You know, trying to make sure that they win this league this year. Free agent acquisitions from the waiver wire, trades, big trades. Odell Beckham, Daniel Sanders, from Julio going to Michael's team for Tannehill, Allison, Geronimo. We got other trades, as in again Julio, Kyle, Walter for Trey Burton, Josh Allen, Moses. I gave him Wentz, Funches, and McCoy. Got back. I got Trubisky and Hopkins. Trade with Alex. I gave him Cleveland. He got Melvin Gordon. I got Melvin Gordon. I gave him Cleveland. Still more trades that went down this week. It's about seeing who's gonna work for your team. Um, a lot of guys are injured. I recommend just keep them another week or two. See how big that injury is. There's a lot of players coming back from suspension. Le'Veon Bell. I think Nate has Le'Veon Bell. I think you want to ride him a little bit, see what's going to happen with him. Hearing that he might go either to the Packers or the Seahawks. So you want to keep that up. You know, you want to keep track of those injured, those suspended. I think Edelman's coming back as well. That you want to go ahead and do um, in terms of players. So, what do I see for week three? Well, I'll get to that real quick, but I just want to finish what I saw with week two. Um, Again, it's a quarterback league, it's a defense league. You guys make moves for them or play, they're going to do well for you. So, that's important. So look, I have no idea what happened. I don't know if it's glitch or not, but let's see what happens here. All right. So week two recap. Let's just talk a little bit about it before we get into that week three. We had my team defeating Michael by a margin of about 50 points. Not too bad. Then we had Brian taking it to Walter, also by 50 points. Alex. Oh, Alex destroyed Moses. That was just bad. That was about 80 points right there. David lost to Allen. Allen won by 7 points. Good moves by Allen there, and David, you had that one, bro. But Julio going 1-1, record 1-1, 223 points to Renado's 179. So what was that about? 50 points, 40 some points. Then we have George losing to Big Nestor 250. I would think that I was looking at those numbers. Even if you would have played Fitzpatrick and another guy, I think you still would have lost by a little bit. But it's all good. You know, we we're strong. The league is good. I think if we were to do betting, I don't think I would see these many trades because I don't know. You bet money and then it's like, don't touch my team or whatever, you know. But who knows? We gotta think about what we could do with money. I was also thinking about maybe going week week to week betting. It could be $5. Um, the league in itself is set up through PayPal, or if we all have PayPal, you know, running eBay, whatever, you get a PayPal account or you create one, we can actually put money into that and kind of see if we can do some. We need the accounting people here to keep tabs on what the bets are. Uh, so we might want to be able to look at that. Look at that. It went down for about 7 minutes. No, even more. My stream. So I'm like at minute 13. Uh, nah, that doesn't make sense. But anyway, we're live. This is live in El Paso from the commissioner's office. All right. Other things that I saw from last week. Because I know you. And give me suggestions, yo. Throw me on the thread. You know, throw some suggestions on what you want to see, what you want to hear. If you want to look at all the transactions, if you want to know the waiver claim, where your positioning is. If you can't see that, I can. Um, and once Tuesday hits, I think more or less Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll know exactly who stands where. You know. So let's see what do we got. We still got some pretty decent free agents out there, so might want to look at that stuff. All right, week 3. Let's go. Let's go straight into it. I'm playing against Renato. From what I know right now, is that his Antonio Callaway did not show up on that game, but Walter owns Baker Mayfield. Watch out for that guy. I saw him play. I like his accuracy. He's looking good. We got Doppelganger Brian against Moses. Uh, it says that Moses is like supposed to lose by like 50 points, but it all depends on Wentz. It all depends on Wentz, and Keenum is going against Baltimore. I think Baltimore is really going to create some problems for Keenum. But Stafford is going against New England. So I think they're a little bit like bitter of what happened in Jacksonville. And Matt Ryan going against New Orleans. I don't know what's up with the New Orleans Saints this year. Their defense is much better than what I thought it would be. I mean, you're talking about them going to like the NFC division playoff game and just, you know, losing by a fluke play there. So I don't know. All right, we got Alex versus David. Alex is already showing up. He's running Crowell. He did well. And the Cleveland defense, actually, they picked up 33 points. So there it is. Cleveland this year, a lot better than they were last year. I think in that their division is so. It's strong, but I don't know. They have a chance to at least win 7, 8 games, and not be the laughing stock of the NFL. You know, always drafting number 1 or 2. Julio, we got Julio versus George here. Yahoo's saying this is going to be a close game. I'm thinking the same. I'm thinking if Gio's, it looks like he's running with Russell Wilson. Um, does he have a backup quarterback? I don't know. But if Russell has a great game in Seattle against Dallas, a pretty decent defense, horrible offense, then I think Gio wins it along with his Seattle Seahawks. But And I say that because Eli Manning, which is Julio's second quarterback, is going against Houston. Houston's offense has been iffy, but they're not bad. They are good and they're well coached. So I don't know. I think if Eli doesn't do well, Julio won't do well. But if Eli does well against Houston, then Julio will win it, regardless of what Russell Wilson does for Seattle. So we'll look at that next week. And then the final matchup is Michael's team versus Nestor. And I think this one is up for grabs as well. Roethlisberger is going to go against Tampa, and Newton's going against Cincinnati. I like that. Bortles against Tennessee, and Tannehill against Oakland. It's up for grabs. You know, any of those defenses can really show up and create havoc. But aside from that, I want to just give the slight edge to Michael's team, only because he has Julio Jones and T.Y. Hilton, and I think that's going to be an air assault matchup. I don't think it's going to be much of a running and pounding the ball type of thing. So that's my predictions for week 3. Well, did I give some of the? Oh, okay. Here we go. The full complete predictions like this. I think I put it on the thread. I'm gonna beat Renato. I think Moses is gonna take it to Brian as a surprise victory. I think Alex is gonna beat David. That's after looking at. I initially thought David would. I think, but no. I'm gonna say Alex. I'm saying that. I initially thought that Al was gonna beat Walter, but I think it's reverse. I think Walter's gonna beat Al. And of course, like I'm telling you, the Julio and Gio game, that one's up for grabs. Michael Nestor, that one's up for grabs, but I think Michael's gonna take that one. So the only one that I'm iffy with is Julio and Gio. They made some moves. I think Gio played Fitzpatrick. Good for him. Watch him suck it up, and then we're gonna be like, oh snaps. So my people, it looks like we're looking good. Like I said, let me know if you guys have any suggestions for the league. Suggestions for next year's draft as well. I know that Brian wanted to trade me like a draft pick, but I'm down with that. If we were to do money, actually, I'm down with that. For the fact that we can know that if you throw money in a year, in the same year, you know, you're putting yourself with more liability. So I mean, right now we can say like, yeah, I'll give you this guy for your first pick that you have next year, or whatnot, regardless who it is. But there's no guarantee that you guys are going to be like, oh, I'm going to play next year. I'm pretty sure everybody will, but I don't know. We've had people that just jump ship sometimes, so I'm not going to play that, you know. We're here to win right now, so if you want to trade draft picks, like your second, third, fourth, you know, whatever, first, you know, it works. But let's put some money into it, and I think that makes that work. All right, well, take care. Have a blessed Saturday and Sunday. And we'll see what's up. Keep texting. Tirando basura. Next.